Saints have avoided a shutout. They get on the scoreboard. It is 28-6, and there's the man who did it.
Come on.
Pat Fink, 15-yard reception for the touchdown from Mark Padilla as the Saints kick off, and Broomfield will field it at their own 20-yard line. And a nice return by Mike Wilpold out to about the 40, where Broomfield will have a 1st and 10. Statistically, so far through 3 quarters, it has still been Broomfield's football. Their football game, 211 total yards, only 57 for Jefferson. 148 passing yards for Broomfield. Greg Fielder really had a good afternoon. But penalties, look at that, 11 for 77 yards. And had it been a closer football game, those could have been a factor. And I'm sure
and
that's something Broomfield
you know whatever the final score is today, and it looks like it's going to be a big point difference, those players are going to get chewed out for that having happened. Because against a tougher team some other time in the year, that'd make a big, big difference.
And once again, with the second team in there for Broomfield, some problems getting the playoff, and they will be penalized 5 yards.
See the gentleman, excuse me, in the white hat over there on the far sidelines with the sunglasses and the white shirt. I'm just barely behind everybody there. That's Bobby Fielder, father of Greg and Tim.
So it will be 1st and 15. Now the ball back to the 35-yard line for Broomfield. Once again, the Saints just got on the scoreboard. 15 yards in the pass from Mark Padilla to Pat Fink. And the fans let out a lot of frustration after that. And now there is a fumble, and the Saints have the ball right back. Broomfield fumbles it away, and Jefferson has a 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 37-yard line. Tim Bottleson and Shane Taggart were right there.
You'll see that Taggart wasn't even ready for that one. Didn't even know it was, excuse me, Hartley didn't even have any idea that one was coming. He was looking to his left as the ball was snapped up. And I think that the Eagles are going to be real happy they had their second crew in here today to see exactly what they need to work on and how they need to get working together.
Brad Allen, the backup center, just missed the count. Snapped it too early, and the Saints have a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Padilla having trouble getting a hold of the ball, and he's going to be sacked for about a 3-yard loss. He wanted to throw it. He was looking in the direction of Pat Fink, who ran a slant-in pattern, and he just couldn't hold on to the football. Somebody get that man a towel.
Or 2, or 3.
40-yard line.
So they'll lose
2nd down.
3, and it will be 2nd and 13 with the ball nose of the football right at the 40-yard line. And there's a gentleman.
One of the young men trying to keep everything on the clean side today. How would you like to have that dirty towel wrapped around your neck, Steve?
He has the most important job of the game, and he's done a pretty good job. Look at him.
Really meticulous about that, yeah.
2nd and 13 for Jefferson at the 40, and the officials blow the whistle. Just want to get everybody in the right place at the right time. Now they'll let him go. Padilla trying to throw over the middle. It was hit, but it is complete. The ball was batted, but
lots and lots of pressure on that one. Bob Haley kind of picking out. It came in pretty quickly. You'll see that Padilla's ready to go down right as he lets off because he's got a whole wall coming in. Just rifles it in right on the numbers to Haley.
And then John Baker, I believe, number 81, made the stop. So it'll be 3rd and 9.
That's the kind of pass you have to have the sure hands for because it's just zipping in there the short distance.
Baker really probably the only first stringer staying in on defense for Broomfield right now. 3rd and 9. The ball is at the 36-yard line of Broomfield. They fumbled it away 3 plays ago. Padilla trying to avoid the blitz. He throws it, and it's almost intercepted.
Number 50, John Roberts, breaking through for the Eagles to bring him down as he was letting it off. Did I do it again? I didn't.
No, you were fine.
I had the right number, okay.
Tim Fielder, number 20. Watch Padilla. He sees the pressure coming. He just wants to get rid of this thing.
So that one's easy to tell. I got a clean jersey. Of course, that's number 50.
And that is number 20, Tim Fielder, who almost came up with the intercept. So it is 4th and 9, and the Saints want a timeout to think about it. And while the Saints think about it, we will take a break for these messages. We'll come back to Jeffco Stadium in just a moment.
Stop what you're doing, Denver, and take a look at this. O'Meara Ford in North Glen has over 150 vans available to choose from, like this 84 Colorado Freedom van, featuring candy paint, running boards, bay windows, and sport wheel covers, plus 4 reclining seats, pull-out couch, and AM/FM tape. Special sale priced at only $12,900. Imagine a custom van conversion for only $12,900. So you want to buy a van? Well, O'Meara sells vans. O'Meara Ford Center, 104th and I-25.
You shared their growing years, then watched them blossom into womanhood.
Isn't that good news?
You've seen the glad times and even the sad times.
This is the stuff memories are made of.
And for all those special moments, there's only one thing left to do.
Isn't it obvious?
When it's laughter you're after, try the Facts of Life.
Could you say no to this face?
Wednesdays at 8 on Channel 4.
Jefferson facing a 4th and 9 at the Broomfield 36-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the football game. They trail 28-6, so they will try to pick up the first down. And Padilla wants to throw. He's under pressure. And Mark Padilla will be sacked for about a 7-yard loss, so that is where the drive will stop for Jefferson.
Number 81, John Baker, putting on some of the initial pressure, breaking through and forcing Padilla out of the pocket there.
Bob Miller, number 53, also in there.
I was hoping you'd pick up where I left off.
They're really the only 2 of the starting 11 on defense who were in for Broomfield. So the Eagles do not give up any points after they fumbled it away on their last series. They now have a 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
In the midst of probably the worst of the mud, that's where I walked through this morning, and it was mushy. They've been playing there a lot so far today. You know it's got to be awfully smushy.
8:40 to go in the ball game. Broomfield up 28-6 and plenty of substitutions. This is number 25, Lance Stewart, carrying the football. He only gets about a yard. We'll make it 2nd and 9 for Broomfield at the 48.
We'll see if this second team offense can keep moving in the right direction. Last time they had the ball, it seemed they were being pushed back and back and back.
So that is, let's make it 2nd and 9. Broomfield again, they try to run the draw up the middle, and they're not going to go anywhere on that one. Wholesale substitutions now for the Eagles. They lead at 28-6.
Want to try and run through?
Hi, everybody.
And a crowded booth gets even crowded, right? More crowded.
Hope you're enjoying this afternoon's game. Steve Alvarez along with Marcia Neville bringing you our first 3A football game so far this year. And it's Broomfield leading 28-6. They now face a 3rd and 9 at their own 43-yard line. Boy, things are getting crowded in here now.
Yeah, really. When you get Alan Bissett in here with all his big bulk, there's no room to move. And I just got something thrown at
Broomfield
me.
trying to throw the football.
Ooh.
The pass is incomplete. Hartley
Number
was
1, Mike Wilpold hit real hard as he was outstretched trying to make the impossible reception on the near sideline.
Wilpold, only 5'6", went up in the air, and when you expose yourself to that, when you leap high for the pass, he took a good shot, but he is running off the field, seems to be in good shape. And Broomfield has a 4th and 9 again at their own 43-yard line. Greg Fielder, the quarterback, is back in to punt once again. This time a good snap and plenty of time. Mark Smith is going to watch it bounce, and it takes a great Broomfield roll all the way down to about the 7-yard line. And you can't get any points that way.
Tim Fielder, you should know better. Shame on you.
Well, Tim just practicing a little bit. There you see how we get the pictures back to you. Our new Center Ford truck out here at Jeffco Stadium. It's all done by magic and mirrors as far as I'm concerned. Pointing the
magic
microwave dish back at Lookout Mountain, and they beam it around Colorado. Hope you're enjoying this afternoon's game. Broomfield up 28-6. Under 7 minutes to go. And again, Jefferson, the Saints with bad field position. This time they start at their own 8-yard line. And that is Kevin Ritchie again, who gets a couple of yards. Ritchie's really been the only back who's had any success at all at carrying the football.
Number 21, Ritchie, the backer.
Maybe 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Let's make it 2nd and 9 for the Saints. It has not been a good afternoon for Jefferson. They've had their share of problems offensively, but they finally did get on the scoreboard when Mark Padilla threw 15 yards to Pat Fink. And this side of the stadium went nuts for a couple of minutes.
They haven't had too much to go nuts about this season.
Well, she's not that happy. Can't be that bad. She's got popcorn.
Very tired eating that popcorn.
6 minutes to go in the game, and Padilla on the rollout. Padilla with a little bit of running room. Out to about the 17-yard line, so he'll be about 1.5 yards short of the first down.
If I'm not mistaken, that's about the first time we've seen Padilla carry for any measure at all.
The only other time he's tried to run the football is when he was forced out of the pocket.
Coming into today, he was minus 17 yards rushing, so perhaps that's why we don't see him try and run all that often.
Cole Gardner, number 85, drove him out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 1 as 5 fresh jerseys, 5 fresh bodies come on the field for Broomfield. Everybody's going to get in the act before this one's over. 3rd and 1. Padilla fumbles the snap, gets it, and then goes forward, and he should have a first down.
Interesting way to do it.
Padilla kept his composure.
Number 20.
Now watch him. He almost loses the football. Gets a hold of it. There's a hole, and there's a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Saints at the 21-yard line. And Mark Padilla has had a rough afternoon. He's tried to throw the football a lot, and a lot of the times after the ball is in the air and the camera goes the other way towards the receiver, you don't see him getting hit. And he has been hit a lot. 1st and 10. Padilla again will roll and try to run, and he'll get 3 or 4 yards. Actually was hit about the line of scrimmage, but when Ron Black made the tackle, Padilla fell forward for about 3 or 4. So I think the Saints finding that play might work, and they'll go to that more often.
Well, Black kind of got tied up there with a couple of Jefferson linemen. I don't think that Padilla really had all that space to run. You'll see Black's number 66, and he's unable to get around. Padilla makes the cut before, you know, Black finally does get around everybody and pull him down.
So let's make it 2nd and 7. The ball is at the 24-yard line for Jefferson. Padilla over the middle. This one's complete for a first down out to the 42-yard line.
Number 20, Padilla. Complete to number
And that is Big Bob Haley, the wide receiver, who was wide open over the middle.
As you hear our hesitation, it was we try to see the numbers along with everybody else here.
So Haley with a nice move. He was hit and managed to keep his feet.
There's the happy Saint for you. We had him barking and everything on that completion.
1st and 10.
You hear him in the background.
And Padilla pitches it late, and Kevin Ritchie stays in bounds. Padilla pitched it over one of his linemen back to Ritchie. And things are getting really nasty down there.
Number 21, Ritchie.
Ooh, that looks cold.
First out of bounds at the...
Talk a little bit about next week. Next up for the